The woman to my left is the famous Captain Boomies. And the reason she's famous is because she's got a 200-ton license, been running mega yachts and super yachts for 20 years. Now she's joined the BoatTEST family as one of our captains.
Oh, thank you so much, Jeff. You know I'm a huge fan of BoatTEST and a big fan of yours in particular.
We're on the North Pacific 590, so sit tight, you're in for a treat. First, let me tell you a little bit about North Pacific. It was founded in 2004 by John and Trevor Bryce, who built their first 43-foot trawler in the Far East. One thing led to another, and before long they were working with an experienced boat builder in China, and over the course of a couple of decades, together built and sold over 150 cruising yachts and 5 models. Along the way, John Bryce spent 5 years cruising the Philippines, Indonesia, and Southeast Asia and living aboard one of his boats. And Trevor cruised with his family up the Inside Passage to Alaska. That experience, along with input from many of their customers, has led to the design and building of the new North Pacific 590, a boat that's not too small and not too big, but just right for most cruising couples and families we know. With this new model, North Pacific has pulled out all of the stops to build a world-class, long-range cruiser with seagoing characteristics and fit and finish comparable to the finest yachts in class. Now, let's take a look at the details.
Hey, Jeff, come on in here. I'd love to hear your opinions on this Salon.
My opinion is, wow, is it big? And the reason is, this is an asymmetrical house. There's a nice side deck to starboard, but to port, we're all the way out to the hull sides. And does that pay off in here? So this isn't built in. You can change this, you can move it around, it looks more like your living room. Lots of versatility in this. The television is over to starboard, of course, it's hidden away like on every boat. Overall, it's a huge space for a 59-foot boat. This is really the room where the decor starts. And the bulkheads and the cabinets are all teak with a horizontal grain. And wingay, which is a dark African wood, is the accent. So you see that used in these mullions, in this soffit here.
Over here, we have the day head. You can see that it's got a huge window, which is sort of unusual for a day head. The galley has overhead cabinet storage and tons of drawers and cabinets and a really deep sink. Jeff, is it unusual to you that the dishwasher is over here?
Yes, yes. I would definitely put it over here adjacent to the sink.
But that's just part of having a custom boat. You get to make those kind of decisions. I like that. I also like that it's an induction stove. It's a good safety feature to have on any boat. And then this oven is a double door open oven, which saves you on space, and space is always important on a boat. Big refrigerator. You could definitely feed an army with the space in here. And below that, full freezer. And it looks like they've got all of the full locking cabinetry up here, which I like, but I would go for satin. I'm always worried about tarnishing up a stainless steel fitting.
Doesn't bother me a bit. Now let's go below and see the accommodations.
As I come down to the cabins, I love this little foyer space. It's a real transition to below deck. And they gave this fun little mirror setup that they didn't have to do, but it was a great design choice. And those choices continue through the master. Once you're in the master, you'll notice that they've continued all of the design details from the main salon down here. And there's a richness to all of them that makes it feel like a yacht. A very capable yacht, but still a yacht. There's 18 drawers in here, which is an impressive amount of storage. Who doesn't love a big closet? Especially one that's cedar lined. My favorite part of this stateroom is this head. And they've made a really brilliant choice in having this be a full beam master that includes having the head on this side instead of somewhere behind the master bed. This way, they've made it so that you've got all of this air and movement and space, and it leads to having a much larger shower, which I love. Look at this, this is huge. I mean, get me a cocktail, I'll stay here. Here and the engine room. These are my favorite places. Over here is where they've put the head, and it includes tons more storage. I love this linen closet right here. I love the idea of waking up and brushing my teeth looking out this window here. Let's go check out the rest of the cabins. Oh, hey! Would you lead the way?
I certainly will. Follow me. This is the guest stateroom. There's no drop down on the deck here, so it's all one level. These bunks are both 30 inches wide, and you can move the inboard one out, and you have a double bed. And notice you still have the nightstand. And for folks with a large family or grandparents that want to have their children and grandchildren, this cabin can very comfortably sleep 3 with the addition of this Pullman. Another major difference in the 590 is its plumb bow as opposed to a more conventional scoop bow. That scoop shape looks shippy, but it wastes a lot of space inside and also is far less efficient than a more vertical stem like that on the North Pacific when running, particularly in heavy seas. This design permits more usable space in the forward stateroom. The island berth is a full 6'6" head to toe and is not tapered as seen in so many boats in class. Further, look at how much cabinetry and storage we have along the outboard bulkheads. This has high overhead. Port and starboard there are hanging lockers and cabinets. Like so much on this boat, there's a lot of storage. The VIP has an in-suite head and a large shower. Not only is this head for the VIP forward, but it also serves as the head for the guest stateroom just across the passageway.
Come on, let's go all the way up. The helm is situated in the Sky Lounge, which gives you a magnificent view, eliminates the need for a lower helm, and adds lots of extra living space at a relatively small upcharge. That's a lot of room to seat people that can hang with you while you're on passage. And then out here, oh, I love how much room they gave you. This space can be used to put a davit and a dinghy on board, but I kind of like it wide open like this. I feel like I could stick some lounge chairs here and really soak up the ocean. Back here is a settee that can seat probably 6 folks comfortably with a few extra chairs. Let me show you some more of the outdoor spaces. As you come down this stairwell, I like that they have this as a 3-segmented partition so that if I want to close it up, it's super light and easy to work with, but also I can push it way back and now nobody bumps their head.
Hey, Captain Boomies.
Hey, Jeff.
I think this is a perfect spot for you back here. You can have a dinner party back here. You can pull up stools and have 3 people here and 3 people there.
Ooh. They've continued the teak motif even in the Lazarette. Of course they have huge full-sized washer dryers on board. This model is designed with a pull-out bed aft, which doubles as a great place to fold laundry. but the space can also be configured as a crew cabin with head and shower. The most amazing part about the Lazarette is that it and the engine room can be accessed from the salon by dedicated stairs, meaning you never have to go outside to make quick engine checks or pick up your laundry. It's unusual to talk about the engine room on a features video, but this one is so gorgeous, you've got to see it. Teak floors and tables. I'm gonna throw a cocktail party in here. Let's head up to the real entertaining space though. This is where I would spend a lot of time, especially in a chillier Pacific Northwest.
There's another way you could have gotten in here. It's like this.
Oh, you make it look easy.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing to it. There we are. Look at this panorama we have here. It reminds me of a cruise ship I was once on years ago that had the observation lounge right in the front of the boat with windows like this, and that's where everybody wanted to hang out. And I think everybody's going to want to hang out right here.
You know what we need right now? Glass of champagne. Can we do some movie magic for this?
I think we were very lucky to get on this boat. It is priced very well. It is a dream boat for a lot of people, including myself, I can tell you. If I weren't working so hard, I'd think about buying it myself. Thank you for showing us through.
Life is better on a boat.
That's what somebody said, and it is. Be sure to see our operations and performance video as Captain Boomies does what she loves most, driving a big boat and hanging out in the engine room.